Weapons don't have instincts. Weapons don't have loyalty. Weapons don't have judgment.
Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is not so much an evolution as it is a brilliant refinement of the groundwork laid by Advanced Warfare. But fear not, my friend, developer Treyarch have thrown in some new elements that will change the way you look at Call of Duty's campaign and keep you hooked in the next stage of its multiplayer.
He's leaving every man in the pack behind. What a show of dominance!
Allegations of doping continue.
What has happened to sports? Should the record still count?
Set 40 years after the events of Black Ops 2, robotics and science have merged to create super soldier cyborgs, one of which you'll get to control as a member of the Black Ops team. The exo abilities we had in Advanced Warfare now seem like training for Black Ops 3. Jumps are higher, slides are longer, and we now have something called cyber abilities. These enable you to do more tactical things like hijack an enemy's walking battle tank. In Advanced Warfare, you can stop someone's exo abilities. Black Ops 3, you can stop an entire person by locking up the technology inside them, making them an easy target, or just putting someone on pause while you deal with something else.
How far can we push technology before it starts pushing back?
You can now play the campaign with up to 4 players in co-op, as Treyarch claim they are taking you off the rails with many ways to take on each section of the campaign. Choice seems to be the buzzword of this Call of Duty, with character personalisation being taken to a much deeper level. We have been promised a new way to customise your weapons, which all lead to being able to create the sort of character that suits your playstyle. Gone are the much derided sections where you get a fancy new weapon or ability for one section of the campaign only to have it snatched away later. If you haven't earned it yet, you just don't have it. But don't worry, by adding this customisation, Treyarch have had to adapt the AI to account for it. The game systems will look at who is in your team and what level their character is, as well as their loadout, to judge how difficult the enemies will be and what tactics they will use.
You think the retinal chips that you buy at the mall are high-tech? Our military is light years ahead of that. The things that we use to heal ourselves, they are using to literally turn humans into weapons.
The notion that the United States sponsors some sort of super soldier program is not just untrue, it's patently absurd.
Multiplayer, of course, is still where the Call of Duty series lives and dies, and Treyarch haven't slacked in this area. With the new movement systems comes new maps which are designed around it to add fluidity and control as you play. The training wheels of Advanced Warfare's exosuits are off, as Treyarch focuses on chaining speed and precision into what they are calling the ultimate competitive multiplayer experience. Beyond just boost jumping, we now have wall running, something innovated for the first-person shooter by Titanfall, but here it looks so much smoother. The customization we see in the single player of course carries over here. The before mentioned weapon creation will feature, as well as the ability to create your own paint jobs for them. Now, this is a very interesting move, as Call of Duty has traditionally made these sorts of paint jobs something you'd have to pay for. It's a very player-friendly move on the part of Activision and Treyarch, and something we'd like to see continue. There are a few things that make Black Ops one of the fan favourites in the Call of Duty series, and Zombies has to be right up there. Treyarch have promised that a new version of Zombies will appear on the disc when Black Ops 3 launches. We hope it will go back to the more tense, atmospheric roots of its original and steer clear of some of the more sci-fi elements seen in Ghost's Extinction and Advanced Warfare's Exo Zombies. Black Ops 2 was also the first game in the series to offer branching narrative paths, meaning you could choose which way you wanted the plot to develop. This hasn't really featured again since Black Ops 2, so we're hoping 3 takes this mechanic and really runs with it. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 looks set to breathe further life into the series, picking up with the great job done in Advanced Warfare. We can't wait to get our hands on this one.
Neural control. Voluntary limb replacement. This is happening.
The only question that remains is how far will we allow it to go?